to your growth, Dinesh, in terms of how do you see God playing a role in your journey, especially through camps?
When we sat some time back, we wrote this on our drawing board. This word, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And that is very evident in my life. I still can't believe where I am right now, what I'm doing. Um, I've 10th passed, can't speak word of English. I'm able to facilitate activity with a like manager level or even like youth groups who are well versed. It's just not me. What God is doing in and through me, it's purely it's God's grace. I would say. I still there are a lot of camps I particularly one camp, LDP camp. This happened in one in Mahalipuram, another one in Kottayam. That was the biggest camp than what we did as a
Yes.
fisherman trust.
Yeah.
Literally 200 people, and the rest of the staff was very new then. Right, Nandu moved out then, and then I had to step in. I really had doubt on myself. Right, how how am I going to do this? It's a huge camp, 200 people, young people. I don't know. It's just purely God who brought in people. There are stages where I think where I can't. God really lifted me up and made a way. Even when I was there the first time in Anirok, uh, I was literally pinching myself. It's me. Is that me who's here in the States who was struggling in life and can't even speak a word of English and um, like it's all purely God's grace. Not many people who have that opportunity. It's God who did that. Yeah.
Amazing. It looks like, I can proudly say when we can't, God can, isn't it? When we can't, when we say we can't do this, God can use us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're one of the first ones, I think, out of you, when you went to Honey Rock, which is in the US. For those of us who would want to know, it's in Wisconsin. How was your experience at Honey Rock for 4 months in a foreign country, in a foreign place, working with white kids and white people and leaders? And how was that? How was your experience over there?
Uh, there's certain words. For me, the first time when I went to America, I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
I know I signed up to work there.
Mm.
To be honest, I don't know what challenge course was. All I knew was I signed up for a certain program
Yeah.
because apart from breakthrough, I have just seen few things. I have no idea what is challenge course. Right? I went there absolutely with no idea. It was a big eye opener. Reason being, Greg Robinson, right?
Yes.
He was my trainer then. And he asked a question. It's a simple question. And why do you do what you do? No, before we started the training, that was the question he started off with. That is a very important question. And that made me to think that, when some individual thinks about the question, that brings the purpose. Is someone really thinks about it? Why am I doing what I'm doing? But everything was new and big. I was like, wow. I was blown away by everything what I've seen there, because what we do, what we see is here is very small and small scale. For me, like that was like a ocean to being there and to do what I did. And another thing, what Greg Robinson said, like whatever we do, any activity, these are means to reach people. Uh, it's not about the activity or you as a facilitator. It's about the camper and the purpose why they're coming. Right? What are we trying to achieve? And another thing he said was like, if someone, it is something which I know we do as in a camping field, we follow this challenge by choice. Right? When you see people struggle, our tendency is straight away go jump and help. And he said that don't do that. And don't trying to be a hero there. allow God to do, or allow people to do the take the choice what they want to do. When they come back, they know what they were getting into. They may even try when they come back. If you try to post, then they may not even do it again. That is the biggest lesson for me then, because in India, for a lot of kids, it's a lifetime opportunity. All right, they may not even get another chance to do a camp. But we may not force. We want them to achieve and successful to do the activity, right? It's again a context, right? That's different context. In our context, are totally different. But then, what challenge by choice makes a lot of sense. And into the camp, right? I just so much I've learned. But then I want to implement so much things here. In our context and reality, there's a lot more challenge to do what we do there. Right? It's also do with finance and see, ours is a mobile camp center, right? We don't have a camp center of our own, and they have that permanent camp center that are permanent structures. They could do a lot more than what we were. Right? That's a great experience and eye opener. That changed my perspective about camping.
Amazing, Dinesh. How do you see the camps to be as a tool for gospel sharing in your experience?
See, having worked in camp field for nearly, say, 20 years now, today's context, people are so glued to technology, like screens. I think camp is a great tool, like giving them the hands-on experience, right? When we talk to them with their own experience, it makes sense for them, right? They were able to relate really well because it's their experience, right? We are not. So when we do that, then even when you talk about metaphor or bring in someone's life story to them, it makes sense for them because they experience by themselves, right? It's such a powerful tool, camp, which has impacted so many people. As we don't know many people what the impact has been, but then we've seen some people, we heard from people, some we were not seen, but then in general, what we hear, what we saw is it's a great tool which impacts people's life.
And what about facilitation, Dinesh? And you've been facilitating even for corporates, for some very high-ended leaders. How do you see facilitation as a tool, even for sharing gospel?
It is a great tool. Again, what is important is the preparation is a key for the facilitation, right? So how much you prepare yourself to facilitate, because we just cannot go on the spot. I know you might have heard years of experience. If you don't give time and prepare for that particular group, for an individual, it will not make sense. It may not be effective as when you prepare.